Hi, my name is Mary. Today FM plays the best music in Lambasa. Today FM rocks.
My name is Thomas. I'm here in Nakasi and I like to listen to Today FM because it rocks.
My name is Milenia. Today FM rocks here in Singapour.
My name is Altriki and Today FM rocks here in Tavwa.
My name is Mary Jane. I love listening to Today FM here in Ba. Today FM rocks.
My name is Ilay Tiambal and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks here in Nosur.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In this bulletin, economic growth to soften. Interim arrangements for Shenzhen visa in place. And $4 million collected from plastic bag levy.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Teva Endua.
For the first time ever in Fiji, people can now pay their taxi fares using their ATM cards. This comes after ANZ Today launched ANZ POS with Eveready taxis. The ANZ POS will see the installation of point-of-sale machines in all Eveready taxis. Fijians who will use Eveready taxi from today can swipe their ATM card to pay their fares. Minister for Economy Ayah Said Qayyum, while officiating at the launch, says more taxi owners should come forward and install point-of-sale machines in their taxis. Said Qayyum says the launch of the ANZ POS will further enhance electronic transaction in Fiji.
The reality of the matter is that electronic transactions provides not only convenience to everyday consumers, but it also helps the financial system. It also keeps liquidity within the banks at higher levels. It also means that the cost of transacting your business transactions actually is reduced.
Economic growth for Fiji this year has been revised downwards from the initial 3.4% to 2.7%. Reserve Bank Governor Arif Ali explains there are a few attributing factors to this. One, he says, is a new GDP-based forecast and last year's revision updates. With the budget now a little over 2 weeks away, Ali says he expects government will want to look at underperforming sectors to offer stimuli packages where possible to ensure projected growth is sustainable.
It's because we see the trend in the global economy. World economy growth has slowed down. Most of our trading partner growth has been revised down. So this will impact tourism. Tourism is still expected to grow, but maybe slightly slower than what we'd expected. And based on the trends we have seen over the last few months, some sectors are a bit weaker than what we expected. So in light of the lower growth in GDP, what we really would need is in the budget, we hopefully what we will see is that there is boost for investment, particularly domestic or private sector investments.
Interim arrangements by both Germany and France have been made to receive Shenzhen visa applications in Fiji through an external service provider. This interim arrangement will be implemented while Fiji awaits the EU to reopen their own discussions in 2020 on visa waiver requests. This arrangement will also ease the processing of Shenzhen visas to Europe and in doing so, save Fijians time and costs associated with Shenzhen visa applications. Currently, Fijians have to travel to Vanuatu or Wellington, New Zealand to apply for visas to Europe. A 38-year-old man charged with allegedly selling minors for immoral purposes has pleaded not guilty to all charges. Chosebata Werelangi is charged with 1 count of aggravated sexual servitude and 3 counts of domestic trafficking of children. He's also charged with an alternative count of selling minors under the age of 18 for an immoral purpose. It's alleged that between the 18th to the 22nd of July 2015, Werelangi threatened or forced a 15-year-old girl to enter into or remain in sexual servitude. It's also alleged that between the 18th to the 20th of July in the same year, Werelangi facilitated the transportation of a 15-year-old girl from Nosori to Rewa Street in Suva with an intent the girl will be used to provide sexual services. The matter will be recalled on 24th June for pre-trial conference and bail. A 26-year-old man is in police custody following a motor vehicle accident that allegedly claimed the life of a 19-year-old student. The alleged incident occurred along Suva's Brown Street last night. The suspect, while driving towards the capital, is alleged to have hit the victim while she was crossing at the pedestrian crossing near the FNU Hoodless house. She was rushed to the CWM hospital, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. The suspect remains in custody as investigations continue. The road death toll currently stands at 20 compared to 22 for the same period last year. The Fiji Revenue and Customs Services has collected $4 million in plastic bag levy through its VAT monitoring system. The system came into effect 2 years ago to improve tax compliance. Chief Executive Viswanath Das also highlighted that through the electronic fiscal device, they have been able to collect $600,000 in environment and climate adaptation levy and $400,000 in service turnover tax. Das says the third phase of the VAT monitoring system has been rolled out, which will cover construction industry, real estate agents, wholesalers and manufacturers, and commercial health care services.
Compliance date for the fiscalization is by 31st of July. So, if I can say, there's 2 months' time for businesses to comply with that.
Fisheries Ministry is working on establishing solar freezer programs to rural isolated communities in the Maritime Islands. Minister Semi Koroilavisau says the program is aimed at providing capability for communities for their fish and other marine resources. Koroilavisau says it is a development from the ice plants, which cost about $1.2 million compared to the solar freezer program, which is only $800,000. The ministry has so far provided the solar freezers to some villages in the Lao group and Vunolevu, to name a few.
Hoping this is an aspect where they can sustainably keep their resources by refrigerating it. So they don't have to go out and fish every day. The whole idea is that if they can fish less often and then able to store it for their consumption, or if they want to sell it, then it will generate an income-generating program for them.
Oral health of infants remain a concern as parents are not taking their children to the dentistry. Colgate-Palmolive General Manager Gerard Parker says infant dental care is important from the very beginning. Parker says they have toothbrush options for infants. As with early intervention, it may be possible to eliminate oral disease in children. He adds parents should take children to the dentist from an early age so that cavities can be detected and treated.
Starting the dental brushing routine as early as possible is paramount, and those toothbrushes obviously provide the best format for the children's teeth and the mouth size that they have at that age, developing age group.
Coming up, refrain from visiting Seven's team, and Roy Krishna wins more awards. Stay with us.
Nevan gomal kay leloma ngongay nakas on dumakarong ng Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir.
Hoya ubasit sai sa Lambasa ya on talita na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir.
Guya do tumeli ako na tao no hinatoka talita kina na warong ng Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir. Wala lang tuma ng Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir nawaluan.
Nevan go fani na tao no go singatoka kita on talita kana Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir.
Bula FM nambang 2 ay nasir.
The Fiji Airways Sevens team is approaching the London tournament seriously. So much so, the Fiji High Commission has issued a notice to the Fijian community and supporters to refrain from visiting the team at their hotel. With the national side just 3 points adrift, current leader USA, the London and Paris tournaments are critical in Fiji's quest to claim the World Series crown. The High Commission advisory is urging supporters to follow the team management's wishes and let the team focus ahead of this weekend's tournament. Fiji plays Kenya at 9:36 p.m. this Saturday, France 12:42 a.m. on Sunday, and the final pool game against Samoa at 3:48 a.m. And you can catch the London Sevens live on FBC TV this weekend. All Blacks Sevens coach Scott Curry believes their pool opponents have the advantage in London this weekend. New Zealand is pooled with England, Ireland, and Scotland. Wellington Phoenix striker Roy Krishna has claimed the top prize at the club's end-of-season awards. The The award ceremony was held last night. Rewa football coach Peter Rambo has not lost hope. With the Delta Tigers at the bottom of the Vodafone Premier League table, Rambo says they can still make it. Rewa was beaten by Ba 2-0 last weekend in the last match of round 1. The VPL will be on a break for a month after all teams have played their round matches. Rambo says it will be a tough ask for them heading into round 2.
Well, that's what, it's just going to be honest with the team and honest with the boys. But I told them, I said, in this year's league, and I think the team will go out, will be going at about 9 points or 12 points. And for us now, and I think the road is getting a little more tougher now. And we knew the second round, which all the team will be gearing up and preparing well. And with the likes of Nasino Tabua, they're already up on 9 points now. But we're not going to put our heads down. And we know that going to be, if anything that will happen, we can't lose, and we can't afford to lose any more games from the second round for us to avoid the relegation.
A high-pressure system together with a low-pressure system to the far south of Fiji is generating and directing heavy southerly swells towards the Fiji group. Nights will be cool. And that was your FBC News Now. Remember to join us at 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. And have a safe afternoon.
In Lambasa.
I'm Pritika from Jack's Nursery. I love listening to Mirchi FM here in Nursery. Mirchi FM is hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.